You may have seen in the news recently that a New Mexico jury awarded a plaintiff $36 million against State Farm for deceptive business practices. Stay tuned to this video while I break down the case for you. My name is Dennis Ryan. I'm a personal injury attorney in New York, and I help people who have been involved in accidents get compensation for their pain and suffering. We make instructional videos here on this channel to help people get the information they need, so please make sure to subscribe, like all the videos that you see. Jurors decided that State Farm engaged in deceptive business practices after one of their clients, Andrea Lovato, died in a car crash back in 2017 with her 4-year-old nephew in the back seat. Her 4-year-old nephew survived the crash. So some background information on this case. A few days before this crash happened, State Farm's insured Lovato had increased the amount of insurance she had from $25,000 up to $1 million. By doing this, State Farm would now be responsible for paying up to $1 million in coverage for the related accident. State Farm then realized that they had additional insurance exposure in this case. So rather than do the right thing and live up to the terms of the policy, they tried to backtrack and say that the $1 million policy was not in play. Unfortunately, even in a catastrophic case like this, which resulted in 1 death and serious injuries to a 4-year-old boy, insurance companies will still not stop at trying to do what's best for their own bottom line rather than take care of the people who were injured in this accident. The worst part is State Farm probably would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the diligence and hard work of the attorneys representing the Lovato family. And to show you the lengths that State Farm would go to try and avoid paying out on this claim, during the trial, they actually claimed that their own insured was at fault and that the policy that they issued to her was not even applicable to the accident. Get this is how they got busted. The family itself kept a written copy of the new insurance policy that was mailed to them. State Farm was trying to bury all evidence that this insurance policy existed. And in this digital world where everything is done over emails and electronic data, the only way that the plaintiff was able to prove that this claim existed was a copy of the written policy that was mailed to Mrs. Lovato's mother. So what this case goes to show is just how far insurance companies will go to break rules to cover themselves. And why, if you're ever dealing with an insurance company, it's important to have an advocate by your side to help you through the process. Now, at the end of the day, the jurors awarded $12 million in damages for the crash and another $24 million for breach of contract. And to make things even crazier, after getting caught pulling all these shenanigans, State Farm is still saying that they did nothing wrong. Here's a quote from the State Farm spokesperson. "We strongly believe we upheld and honored our commitment to our customers and empathize with the family who suffered a great personal loss. We are disappointed by the jury's decision, respectfully disagree with it, and we will explore all available legal options, including appealing the verdict." So even after getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar, State Farm is still taking this pathetic position that they have done nothing wrong, and they're still willing to potentially appeal this decision to a higher court. So this is a rather drastic example of the type of things that insurance companies try and do on a daily basis. They look to take advantage of people, whether it's their own insureds or people injured by their insureds, to try and nickel and dime them to take less than what they should be getting. This is why it's very important to have an attorney who deals exclusively with injury claims and knows the tricks that insurance companies will try to pull on your side. At our firm, we've been dealing with insurance companies for years, and we'll be able to take the steps that you need to help you get justice. If you like the information provided in this video, make sure to check out the rest of the videos on the site, subscribe, and if you have any questions, or if you or someone you know was unfortunately injured in an accident, please contact us.